Hello again everyone, and welcome back to this series on how to draw iconic transport. Now, before we start, of course, if you haven't subscribed, that would be great if you did. Thank you very much. And also, ring that little bell icon if you want to know what's coming up next. Okay, so the iconic transport I want to draw today is a pirate ship. And I want you to imagine that first of all you're drawing a long, low boat. So start with a curve at the front, and then draw a nice long carving line, shallow carving line coming up to the back, and that curve there. Of course, the boat's going that way, that'll be breaking the waves, so you get the waves and the sea going along the side of it, like that. I'll put that in properly later, okay? Then you start to build on top of that. You get a bit of a height coming up, you draw another parallel line, parallel to that, and that kind of curve. It comes along like that, and joins the back of the boat. On top of this at the back, of course, you get the poop deck, and various designs, but on this one, I'm going to draw a curving line up like that, and then a line going straight towards the back, jutting over the back of the boat there, see that? Okay, and this will be divided in two, and above that, you get another bit of height there, halfway along, another raised portion there, okay? There's the kind of shape appearing here. And at the front of this boat, you have another raised portion, which slopes down this time, carving out to a projection which sticks out the front of the ship, like that, okay? And this particular one I'm drawing, there's a kind of straight line there, doubled up, almost like a walkway, if you like, projecting at the front of the ship, coming up to the nose there. And below that, you have a curve, almost like a fin coming down the front, doubled up there. You see the shape now? And it's slightly three-quarter view, so if you're looking in towards the front of the ship, you will see the front of that raised portion there. And then you get that curve mirrored coming in there. And then at the back of the boat, you'll get the section there, and then this part parallel there, see that? And then come down, and this one come out, and then following that curve there. Okay, and on this part you'll be able to see the steps coming up, and the wheel would be in here. Okay, now these lines I'm going to put in are what you see in most boats, most ships in fact. Now this particular pirate ship that I'm drawing is a smallish one, but of course, if you remember that pirate ships were very fast, so they weren't like big warships, you know, they were fairly small, nimble, able to get in and out fast, that kind of thing, you know, double another one coming up there like that. And on this part here, you would have the cannons, apertures, so you got one there, one here, one here, and in this top part you get another one up here, so there'll be 4 cannons, so that'll be an 8-gun ship, okay? So the cannon would stick out there, it's ready for action, there, like that, okay? I'll just double up this line as well, coming along there. And next I would draw the masts, okay? Now the masts, 2-masted, or rather 3-masted one, one at the back quite small, mainly 2-masted one. This mast up here, coming down like the centre of the ship, okay, the kind of main mast, comes down like that, but it wouldn't go straight down, because masts are in 2 parts. This would come like that, or sometimes 3 parts, and the other part would come in about here, okay? A slight movement to the side there. The other mast would come in, say, about here, near the front of the ship. Okay, and you get a kind of crow's nest area up there, and then again slightly displaced, it would come down the other part of the mast. The larger part would be seen like this coming down there. Okay. And that comes up there. The reason I'm not drawing it in fully is because I'm going to draw the sails in just now. And to get the impression of moving, I'm not going to draw the sail straight across. Draw that at an angle. So we get the first spar coming in across there, right, with the sail really billowing out, like that. Okay, and the next bar at the same angle there, coming below it. This sail coming in, coming across like that, coming in a bit there, okay. And on up here, we've got, let's see, a shorter spar there, curve, then a nice deep curve coming down like that, joining there, and the one at the front coming in at that angle there, with the sail billowing out there, coming across like that, and extended down because there'll be ropes at the end of these. Now, of course, there are hundreds of ropes on a ship like this, a sailing ship, but I'll just be drawing in a few. Okay, so there's the basic kind of shape. There'll be another, in these spaces here, you'd also get, if you look at where there might be another little platform. Okay, now at the front here, you have another sail. And you get the impression that this pirate ship is really tearing along, okay? And that sail would come in like that, nice curve. And of course it also has ropes which will come in and go in through a hole there. And the other, you've got other ropes coming up, joining there, and other ones coming down like that. I'm putting the main ones in just now. Also, I forgot to put in the main spar at the front, which sits out like that. Okay, and there's your shape now, you can see quite obviously. And of course there will be ropes attaching to way up here like that, and other block and tackle, little blocks there, approach to these, and a couple there, and another one coming down to join there, and so on. As I say, I'm going to just put in some of the basic ones attached to the top of each of these sails, and also to the bottom as well. Okay, now as I said, there's a mast at the back here, which is quite small really. It comes in probably about here, but the sail kind of covers that up. The sail kind of comes in like that. It's almost like a triangular sail which comes down behind it there. You see the top of the mast just about in there. And of course you see another couple of bits of rope coming out there. And at the back you have the lanterns. Okay, a bit more detail now. I'm going to double these lines up, right, and put a bit of woodwork in. And what you can do is just draw spars coming across like that, and then in the center section draw them coming that way, and then at the bottom do it around that way again. Okay, and lines coming around here, and also there'll be a hole here. One thing I forgot is the climbing ropes, So basically, they would start from down here. You get a kind of little platform coming out, and imagine them coming up from here. The rope ladders coming up like that to join up here. Okay, and they're pinned like that to kind of platforms comes out like that. The same with this one here. We got another one coming up, come out behind there to a platform appearing in there. Okay, and one on the other side of the ship you just see appearing coming in there. Right, now basically this is the shape sketched in for you. And what I'll do is I'll get a pen and we'll start to put the details in, and you'll see it really coming to life. Okay, before I do that, there's a bit at the front here I've missed out, and that's a kind of balustrade along the front. So you get that appearing there. Okay, we have a pirate flag up here, I think, in that space there. Oh, like that, and you have the skull and crossbones. So I'll put the shape in just now. With the teeth, then the rest of the skull coming in there, and the crossbones coming across the skull like that. Okay, and on this mask here, I'm going to draw a kind of pennant like that. Okay, so let's sink in. Okay, we'll start with the main mast here. The line at the top, and the lines coming down. Right, to join the little platform there, the beginning of the other mast, and this one appearing here, like that, with the other mast appearing, starting there. And then we have our pennant fluttering out, like that. Move over to the pirate flag now. Okay, get that skull shape in for you. And then the lines across there. And then the rest of the skull come in there. Like that, okay? And the bones. Ooh. And straight across, and there. Okay, pirates, by the way, had different symbols on the flags. Most of them had that, but some of them had crossed cutlasses and so on. Okay, right, so I get that. Talked about the ropes coming down to the tops of the spars now. Put the spars in, like that. And sails are attached by rings, so you put the rings across like that all the way along. Okay, I've got the shape of the sail in now, the curve, and that one coming in a nice big fat curve and that shallower curve at the bottom. Now the sails themselves are all kind of stitched together, so what you do is you draw a border very lightly, coming around like that, and then draw the strips curving around to follow the curve, like that. Get them closer together as you come towards this side, like that. That'll give you the sense of the sail moving around slightly, like that. Like that. Well, I'm going to do that for the other sails, and I'll catch up with you when I've done that. Okay. Okay, I'm just finishing off this final sail at the front here. Remember to get your lines closer together at the top as you get near the right hand side, like that. Okay. Excellent. Now what I'm going to do is put some of these rope lines in. Okay, a couple up there, like that, and up to there. These are just indications, but they give a sense of the complexity of the ship, you know. Let's see, coming down there. A couple going up there, that, and another one going up there like that, and then these, and then I forgot about a rigging axle coming into this this mast here. So then I'll just put that in just now, and yep, carry on with these ropes. Yeah, as I say, there are hundreds more, but you don't have to do them, just to give an indication of what's there. Okay, I'll put this sail in too. That comes in there, just behind, like that. Okay, so I'm going to carry on now and ink in the lines that are left before we put in really the kind of final details. Like that. Okay, so it's really just a matter of me going over these pencil lines. I won't put anything in that's extra, I promise, okay? You'll see me doing that once I finish these lines. Okay, I've inked in all those pencil lines now, and what I'm going to do now is put a bit more detail in. Before I do that, I'll draw a bit of the sea splurging up here, get a bit of foam coming up like that, you know? And then you can draw just the usual kind of wave shapes coming down up to points right along the side of the ship, like that. Okay. By the way, a nice way of drawing waves is to draw the usual kind of shapes, as I suggest, up and down like that, to a point, breaking them up slightly as you go along here, and then to bring another row of waves coming in just with a point in between the curve here, like that, disappearing like that, okay? And then maybe have a kind of horizon shape appearing along there and out there, okay? And you could draw little foam shapes, if you like, on top of the waves. Okay, like that. Now, a couple of details I want to put in. First of all, I want to draw some parallel lines coming along this part here, almost like planking. So I'll start with a line, following that line there, coming across, and going up there, and then the next one. Careful as I can. And then the next one coming in here. I want to stop these lines here, by the way, so put a line, imagine that line coming up and stopping there, okay? And because I'm actually going to fill these in black, I'm going to need a bit of white space so you can see this line. So I'll draw another line parallel to that there, okay, coming up and there to there. So I'll carry on with these lines now, bring that along to there. Okay, that's fine. And probably a couple of porthole shapes in these, in that projection there. Okay, and I think that's all of the detail I want to put in just now. I'm going to get a thicker pen now, and I'm going to shade in some of the areas which I think will look great black. Starting off, of course, with the pirate flag itself. So I'm using a fairly small black pen to go around the outlines first of all, like that. Get the details right. Okay, then I'll get a thicker pen to fill in the rest. Okay, I'm just finishing the Jolly Roger off just now. And onto the pennant now. And instead of doing it solidly black, I think what I'll do is I'll do it black and white stripes. Might be nicely graphic if I do that. Let's see. Yeah, it looks quite jolly. You know, if it was only that flag flying, perhaps the merchantman might think that it's you know, a Nokia kind of ship come to say hello, haha, to realise it's the pirates. Okay, next thing I'm going to do is to shade in the masts, like that, and underside there. And the beginning of the thicker mast coming down like there. And then the other one beginning just below it there, continuing down here. And the same with that. This one appearing there. Carrying up and being just above that sail there. Okay, next thing I would do would be to shade in this spar here. Okay, and what I'm also going to do black is this top part here, this in between these shapes here, like for instance these shapes, but leaving the angled spars white down there. I'm going to leave that part there and leave these lines white, but shade in these spaces here. Okay, I've just had this bottom bit to do now, so best thing to do is to draw a long line and then fill in the gaps. Like that. Draw around the shape of the waves. Fill in the little gaps. Like that. Excellent, that's looking pretty good. Now, this front part here, this projection is black too. So you'll lose some of these rope lines, but what you can do if you like is to get a little bit of white paint and just, you know, tick them in again. So that goes up there like that behind the sail. Okay, and this part in here is black too, up to the little porthole shapes. Like that. Okay, a bit of black in there too, but I'll do that with a smaller pen. You have the rail along there, so you have a kind of dark line around one side of the rail going along like that, and a wee bit of dark shading in there like that. Excellent. I'll just thicken this line up now. Great, so I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you can join me again for another session where I'll be showing you how to draw another piece of iconic transport. Okay, but in the meantime, all the best and happy drawing.